The Louisville Metro Police Department's Bodycam policy violation and the arrest of Scottie Scheffler. The Louisville Metro Police Department, LMPD, has taken corrective action against an officer who arrested professional golfer Scottie Scheffler before the second round of the U.S. PGA Championship last week. The department announced that the officer failed to activate his body-worn camera, BWC, during the arrest, a violation of LMPD policy. At a news conference on Thursday, Police Chief Jacqueline Gwynne-Villaroel stated that LMPD Detective Brian Gillis violated the department's bodycam policy, which requires officers to maintain their BWC in a constant state of operational readiness. She explained, Detective Gillis did not have his body-worn camera operationally ready as required by our policy. He was performing a law enforcement action as defined in our policy. Further, Section 4.31.7 states members will maintain their BWC in constant state of operational readiness. Detective Gillis should have turned on his body-worn camera but did not. His failure to do so is a violation of LMPD policy on uniforms and equipment. Scheffler, 27, was arrested in the early hours of last Friday on charges that he injured Gillis and disobeyed commands as he drove to the course. However, the Masters champion claimed he never intended to disregard any of the instructions and attributed the incident to a misunderstanding. Authorities reported that the interaction caused the officer to be dragged to the ground, resulting in pain, swelling, and abrasions to his left wrist and knee, necessitating a hospital visit. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg acknowledged the lack of video footage of Gillis' initial interaction with Scheffler outside the gates of Valhalla Golf Club. We understand the seriousness of the failure to capture this interaction, which is why our officer has received corrective action for this policy violation, Gwynne-Villaroel stated. Gwynne-Villaroel declined to elaborate on the specific, corrective action taken against Gillis but confirmed that he had been counseled by his supervisor and that the violation had been noted in his personnel file. The LMPD's bodycam policy has faced intense national scrutiny since 2020 when plainclothes officers shot Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, in her apartment during a botched drug raid. The amended policy now requires all officers to activate the camera prior to engaging in all law enforcement activities and encounters. In a form detailing the arrest released on Thursday, Gillis wrote, "While directing traffic in front of Gate 1, the PGA personnel stopped a bus from entering Gate 1. I observed a vehicle traveling in the opposing lanes coming at me. I stopped the driver and advised him he could not proceed because of the bus. He demanded to be let in and proceeded forward against my directions. I was dragged/knocked down by the driver. I then proceeded to arrest the driver." Louisville police released two previously redacted videos on Thursday captured after the initial encounter, one from the dashcam of a police cruiser and another from a fixed-pole camera on the other side of the road. An accident at 5 a.m. local time on Friday on the main carriageway adjacent to Valhalla resulted in the death of John Mills, a local man working at the event, after he was struck by a shuttle bus. Roughly an hour after the incident, Scheffler became involved in what he described as a misunderstanding over traffic flow, leading to his detention. See video link in the original text. Scheffler was charged with 4 offenses, including second-degree felony assault of a police officer, and taken to jail. After having his mugshot taken while wearing an orange jumpsuit, he was released from custody at 8:40 a.m. and was on the tee at Valhalla at 10:08 a.m. He shot a 66 on the day and finished the tournament in a tie for 8th place. The next step in Scheffler's judicial process is a preliminary hearing in Louisville on June 3 at 9 a.m., when he will be arraigned on the felony charge in addition to 3 misdemeanors, third-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding traffic signals from an officer directing traffic.